I don't know how this will affect my relationships with Hyacinth or Hyacinth.
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenoa returns to the Wolffort domain. Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huette retire to Whitehome in the Crown City. Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolffort, as Serenoa soon finds himself swept up in preparations for his wedding to Frederica. Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzelian mines.
Oh, right. A new dawn, so there is no decision to make in this chapter. That was not necessary. Game developers, take notes. Do not blink the screen, flash the screen full white.
That should be the end of that
Never.
bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
Why? Why everyone does that? It's so bothering.
What in the name of iron?
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
What the? It couldn't be.
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide. What do you desire, Frederica?
Well... Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain. I'm sure they'd make you a dress, if you asked.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyacinth would not look kindly upon it. Lord Simone, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyacinth during the war, and that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simone's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyacinth, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
The roots of the conflict run deep. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Is that so? Then... I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
I shall accompany you to the village. To tell the truth, I have never been there myself. It would be a good opportunity to get to know them, to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us. Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Okay, is there another sub-story? No. There are no sub-stories. Maybe this will trigger a battle? I don't really know anymore.
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica.
They are Rosellan.
My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle. And congratulations! on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolffort.
You have my word. I owe your lord father a great debt. Though even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
On that subject, I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
The pendant you're never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzant during the war and found her way to Esfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzant, where she met her end.
I see why it never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very
Another
much like
exploration map then.
Thank you.
If I gotta guess, well, perhaps I have a look around the village and get to know its people while they're taking her measurements. I mean, come on. Do you actually build a village for all the Rosellan? Come on, isn't that creating a ghetto in your country? I mean, if you are in peace with them, if you are, if they are part of your nation, shouldn't they be living with every other, with all the people in your country in the same village? I mean, if you have a dedicated village to the Rosellan people, what are you promoting? Your hair certainly does make you stand out, my lord. We don't get many visitors to our fair village. Okay. Lord Simon offers us his protection without a word about our origins or our travel history. His generosity is boundless, and I fear we shall never repay it. Instead, I simply pray that our village remains protected. I bear a great responsibility to these people. It falls to me to keep their land free from harm, no matter what the cost. So, another thing is that, come on, Frederica comes to the village and says she wants a dress, and all the village knows has to assemble a dress? Come on. I mean, the usual thing should be, yeah, we have like a weaver. Go and see him and him or her, and you will get your dress done. But though we may be under House Wolffort's protection, we dare not leave the village. The goddess faithful will haul us straight back to the source if they catch sight of us. Oh, so they will start a conflict to get those people back. It's no fun staying in the village a lot of time. I want to go play somewhere else, but mother gets mad at me if I go too far. You'll be able to venture further afield when you're older, and when that day comes, I'll show you both around the domain myself. Oh, but there's plenty of fun to be had here. I'm sure your mother would be pleased if you took hunting or fishing. That's because you're precious to her. Let's say that. But I don't want to be in this village forever. Don't despair, my child. You'll be able to leave the village soon enough, and your mother with you. If you say so, it would be nice to go on a trip with her on it safe. Yep. There's a hidden guy over here. We must be strong and vigilant if we are to maintain the peace we have enjoyed on these lands. Oh my. Can I jump? I love how those stairs are lit when or are highlighted when you approach them. The camera movement, it's really smooth. I really love it. I think they have done a great job with the camera. I pray today hunt goes well. I love to play the line belt for House Wolffort. Yeah. Yeah, I've talked with you already. Can I go there? Can I jump over the fence? Oh, there's a cat there. By the way, talking with cats counts as well. We play together almost every day. Today we're climbing the ladder in the roof and playing lockouts. Okay, yep. Let's talk to the cat as well. Wow. I've seen something shine there. We'll just... Oh, okay, a bit longer for the whatever they are doing. We made our home here in the valley in hopes we'd not be discovered. Use this ley line that... No, yeah. Are there no more items around? So I only have to talk with one more person around, which is the guy over there. Oh, come on. Thank you. We came to this land in the midst of the Saltyron War, desperate to escape Hython's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need, shielding us from further harm. I would have done the same. We have a duty to help those in need. I pray the day soon comes when they are no longer require protection and are free to live our lives unfettered. And I intend to honor that. I'll be saying that I want freedom for everyone. As I do, yet I hear whispers that Hython demands our return. I tell you now, the teachings of their beloved goddess hide untold amount of cruelty. We will not survive if we go back there. I pray for the future you speak of, but I know better than to blithely assume it will arrive on his own accord. Father granted the Rosal asylum on our lands. Though they are not hailed from Hython, they are now such a part of Wolffort domains as anyone else. Yep. Oh, there's a house. Thank you for watching that. 3,000 coin. I don't know if talking to my Jerome. I am eternally grateful to House Wolffort. We will not be alive today if not for you. As steward to this village, I pray we can work together. Okay. Norzelia 10. Is there anything else around? No. I regret to say this is my first time visiting. Okay. I'm happy to see that they flourished under the Lord Simon's protection the last 30 years. I guess there's nothing important to talk about with my partners now. But is there any other door around? Is there any other house that I can enter to? I guess it is not. Then I'll be finishing my exploration phase. Let's see. Meanwhile,
do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you're so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play. You will oversee the Grand Norzelian mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
I shan't let you down, Father.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolffort? It is his job to oversee the operation after all. And his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. but I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Esfrost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolffort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland.
Why are they such dicks? I mean, don't they trust in anyone?
Bring these tidings to Gustadolf at once. Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you. What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Esfrost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
But, Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzelia. And so I ask this of you. Stand with me, as I lead this great realm into a new era.
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark.
That guy was
Do
trouble.
what neither Father nor Gustadolf ever could.
I knew that beforehand. I mean, once you met him, you know that guy is up to no good.
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Esfrost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you?
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you were rude the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
How much secrecy for that mine? I guess I'll be fighting there. Right? And Roland here. Do I have... no. Still, I don't... Let me go to the encampment. Now that I have money... Oh. You are here. Oh, that's pretty nice. Can I forge your weapon? Increase your luck at might. Ooh, nah, that's no good. Let's improve his damage. Right now, I might. I don't know if I should be improving HP or damage. In your case, I'll be improving HP for sure. Yeah, let's do so. And I guess I cannot improve no one. Accuracy, it's really great deal too. I don't know. Do you have something interesting? No. Oh no, I thought it was on sale and it is not. Well, it is what it is, I guess. I thought it was on sale. I don't know why I thought each material cost 200 instead of 150. But now there are more notes, which I'll be buying. Why not? Quite 2 points. I did not use tandem actually. I could have. Did I get some kind of accessory from that battle? No, I didn't. Well, I'm prepared for the next battle. I hope it comes soon.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And Huette besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolffort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
You scarcely need ask, of course.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
He is a man with grand visions for the future, that much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines.
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony.
He might be thinking another thing.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
And I guess now it's the time for battle?
Serenoa and Frederica journey to the Rosellan village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the grand Norzelian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
Yeah, I know that. I've been here the whole time. Why are you making me a summary of what I just seen? There's something I don't understand. Why would you give House Wolffort the mining operation overseeing when you don't trust them at all?
How will Gustadolf respond to my offer? I should think there's but one logical answer.
To kill you.
Should he refuse for some reason, I will need Father's aid. I must apprise him of the situation.
I would kill you.
Lord Dragan, Prince Roland is here from the Crown City.
What's this? Prince Roland and my friends of House Wolffort. To what do I owe the honor?
Apologies for the sudden nature of our visit, Dragan. I have come on Father's orders to offer our sincere gratitude, as well as to observe the mining operation.
Splendid! The miners will no doubt be heartened by your Highness's presence.
Does the mining continue apace?
Indeed it does. There are no problems to report. And what of your trip abroad, Lord Serenoa?
It was most enlightening indeed. We even brought something for you. I do hope is to your liking.
A portrait of the goddess herself, drawn with... Is this dyed salt?
It is. I understand they are used as talismans in Hyzant.
This gift would fetch unfathomable value in the duchy. I cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, but you are betraying
It is
now.
enough to see you happy.
I am glad our deliberations were not in vain.
Dragan, I believe it was you who said the future is in the hands of the ardent youth. We are of like mind. Let us shape the future together.
Now you will feel bad for betraying everyone.
Indeed. That future is close at hand. I suspect we will reach across the border and ask for your cooperation in due course.
And I shall gladly assent.
Yes, we eagerly await your offer. Now then, I was thinking I might examine the quarry.
Wait, Your Highness! One of the tunnels caved in but a few days ago. I would advise against entering just now.
Did you not assure us moments ago that the mining continues apace?
The miners are working to repair the damage as we speak. It is simply too soon to allow you inside.
Was it caused by a blast?
It was, in fact. We were perhaps a bit overzealous in attempting to remove some of the bedrock.
I'd no idea your explosives were so powerful. How do you make them anyway?
I would love to tell you, Your Highness, but I'm afraid we must keep some of our secrets. What I can say is that salt is a vital ingredient.
Surely you jest.
I thought you'd be surprised. I could scarcely believe it myself at first. A gargantuan tome in the archives opened my eyes to the many uses for salt, beyond seasoning our daily dishes. And now I pass what I've learned to you, Lord Serenoa, as a token of my gratitude for your visit.
The power of salt.
'Tis a compendium of my research on the uses of salt. I encourage you to peruse it at your leisure.
Killing zombies is one powerful use of salt.
'Tis a most valuable gift.
Fascinating indeed. I too would like to read it when you are through, my lord.
I look forward to hearing your impressions.
At any rate, I see the sun hangs low. Shall we save a tour of the mine for the morrow?
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
Yes, of course. I shall prepare entertainment and lodgings for your party at once.
So what will happen now? That the Isfrost will invade? Will invade the mine, or will try to take the Dragon's life? And happening that you are here? Another exploration phase. I've come to the Riverlands to my husband and his fellow miners. They eat like horses, and just still I managed to make too much. Esfrost is hard at building a rail car that will transport the ore we take from the mines. Can you imagine how much more efficient that will make the process? I never expected Prince Roland and the Lord of House Wolffort himself would grace us with their presence. This is truly an honor, and I thank you for making the journey. It gladdens me to see a healthy contingent of miners from the duchy alongside your brethren from Grandbrook. There is something around, okay. HP pellet. We'll be sending the iron we mine here to the consortium. They'll want to account it for all, as they do with salt and all else. The mine here is under the jurisdiction of Claris. Never met the thing he couldn't sell that one. I was right to come with you. I do believe we succeeded in lowering Dragan's guard. Must have been a hard journey to get here. The roads to the mine aren't exactly well worn. Watch your step as you return home, my lord. Despite the explosives collapsing one of the tunnels, mining appears to be on schedule. Running a mine, let alone be owned by 3 nations, is no easy task. The lack of unrest is a credit to Lord Dragan's leadership. To that end, indulge me with a hypothetical. Suppose you let this operation and the incident occur. How would you respond? Seeing as it joined accord, I would resolve the matter peaceably with Hyzant and Esfrost's involvement. I would hear the problems firsthand from the miners themselves, issuing orders blindly from above. Yeah, that's for sure. I would order an investigation into the cause and find the party Our party is responsible. There must be no cause for bad blood between our nations. I'll take that. Issuing orders blindly from the top, it's never a good way of solving problems. Meet the problem where it lives and deal with it directly. You've good head on your shoulders and admirable desire to lead. However, you do not operate in isolation. Hyacinthe and Esphros will see as their duty to participate in mediation process. So it will up to us to defy navigate those waters. I shall bear in mind. Okay. I guess I now have to go to here. The future is what we make of it, Lord Serenoa. May the partnership with your hearts prove long and faithful. As I see it, the mines are merely the beginning. We have much work to do, and I pray I can count on your assistance going forward. Okay, here's Anna. I understand a few things broke out between the miners, Esphros and Glenbrook at first, but such bound happened to the nations come together. Okay. Let's take that mining schedule notes. Stone. Okay. Let's start going up first. Let's talk to Huguet. The mine itself is larger than I imagine. I believe my hawk could fly cleanly. Yeah, that's something I thought about it. I've never seen a mine with so much space inside. Only miners past this point, sir. We're clearing rubble from a collapsed tunnel. The rest of it may be unstable as a result. We cannot risk letting anyone through. Yeah. As it was that. Vanguard scarf. Is that an accessory? I'll take a look now. There are a couple more people to talk about. I've been teaching the others what I gleaned from the reading in the archives. We'll master the frosty techniques, my lord. There is no shortage of practice. It's hard arbor mining. I'll tell you, I don't see a man here building one for my own army. I came to it. More coin. Oh man. Sometimes it's difficult to traverse through. It's the only thing I've seen that does not work too well. That movement through free exploration maps. We're paid for the iron we mine, so I better break off a big chunk of ore. Or better yet, find a rich mine. Okay. So I guess I've talked to everyone. Let me check that thing I've gotten. Vanguard Scarf. Oh, guarantees first action. Then I should equip it to the buffer, I guess, which is you. Can I equip it? Buffing as a first action, it's really a good thing to do. Everything appears in order. Okay. So, end of the exploration phase. Will I have a battle now? Will it be against the Frosty guys who come here to kill Dragan? I'll see. I prepare for that battle.
No word from below, you say? They haven't tried to flee, have they?
No, sir. I've not seen a single soul emerge from the mine.
Very well then. I shall make contact with them myself.
Was that? It came from within.
Oh, I'm fighting something from inside the mine.
What is the meaning of this?
No.
As Frosty's soldiers, why are they at the mines? No. Did he see through my plot?
Clear the mine. Leave no survivors.
So this is how they respond. Those dogs.
Okay, second battle of the live stream. Let's see how this goes. I hope it goes as smooth as the one before.